Hi, it's Anna here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to address the fact that a lot of parents are feeling really burnt out right now, especially after the past 2 years we've had. And I want to share with you 5 things that have really helped me stay grounded and calm and basically come back to myself. So the first one is about simplifying everything. And there's this quote that I came across a few years ago that said, "When things stop adding up in your life, start subtracting." And that quote really spoke to me because it's so true. As a parent of multiple kids, you tend to, arrive at a stage in your life where you are doing all of these things and you lose a sense of yourself. It's all about the kids, keeping the house tidy, going from work to home and vice versa, and looking after everyone, and you basically lose yourself in the process. So the first step when you reach that burnout is to really look at what you're doing throughout the week and start simplifying everything. And when I say everything, I really mean everything. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with eating eggs on toast for dinner, for example. And I highly recommend you watch the video summary that I did of Simplicity Parenting, because there are a lot of really good tips there. So basically look at your entire week, look at what you can simplify and just do it. No excuses. So, your kids don't need to do so many activities that you need to drive them from one place to another. You don't need to cook all these fancy meals. You don't need to see people and, say yes to all the commitments. Stop doing things out of obligation. Just, make sure that you become the priority, because if you are not there for your kids, if you are not in good mental health, then everyone loses. So please, just try it and let me know how you go. The second thing that's very important, and especially in the past 2 years, is to switch off media. So stop watching the news, stop watching social media where you can see the news, and start being really strategic and smart about what appears on your social media wall. So one thing that I've done is to really tailor my content on my social media so that it's only really uplifting content and positive content. So there's a lot of nature pages and animal pages that I watch that makes a world of difference. There are pages that I watch with really positive quotes, so that whenever you pick up your phone and you look at it, it really lifts you up. I don't know, you probably haven't realized if you've been really so focused on watching the news all the time, but it really does things to your body, and it's only when you stop doing it that you actually realize what it was doing to you. So one thing that I want to suggest is, for 1 week, try to completely switch off the media. So actually switch off the TV. You don't need to watch the news every day. You don't need to keep up with what's going on in the world. I know that a lot of us, and I know that because I used to be like that, think that we need to keep abreast of what's happening. But we really don't. And the thing is, if you do need to know something, you will, because people will start talking to you about it anyway. So if there's an emergency or something, you will definitely know about it. So try that. Try it for 1 week, see how you feel. Try it for 1 month, and you won't actually recognize yourself. The third thing that I've done is to start meditation. And that was really hard for me. And I will do a separate video solely on meditation, because I want to actually explain to you how I went about it. But basically, meditation, what I was really surprised about is that I thought it would make me calmer, which it did. But the thing that helped me the most with meditation is that I was able to actually be more aware throughout the day. So throughout my interactions during the day, I was able to pause and stop reacting and actually pay attention and observe what was going on. So that was the main thing that meditation helped me with. And of course, it helps with being calmer and spending time alone. I usually do it in the evening before I go to bed, and it really helps me reset after putting the kids to bed, reset for my own sleep. So it's something I highly recommend, and I will do a more in-depth video explaining exactly how I went about it. The fourth thing that I highly recommend is spending time in nature. This is something that is so simple, it's free, and we used to know about this, but somehow we've lost our way, and not enough people are doing it. We are all spending a lot of time indoors, on our devices, and spending time in nature, when I started doing that, what it did to me is indescribable. It's not only about, obviously getting the vitamin D from the sun and, getting that recharge from the sun. It's also about grounding into the earth. It really does things to your body. And there is actually a documentary about this called Grounding that I highly recommend you watch, so you know what I'm talking about. But I really recommend you start walking barefoot. Go to the beach and walk barefoot on the sand. Sit down and really spend time connecting with nature. Go and walk barefoot on the grass. It's ridiculous because it has become underrated, but it's the most important thing that everyone should be doing. And our kids know that intrinsically because they actually always want to be barefoot, at least mine do. They always want to be barefoot, running in the grass, and because they know that, and we knew that, and we forgot about it. So I also highly recommend you spend that time during the week, and let me know how you go about this. I would love to know. And the last thing is really start making time for you. And I know that sometimes we think it's so hard and we can't do it, but there are so many ways doing this. We just need to become really creative about it. And the most important thing with that is to actually start doing things that light us up. Try to spend some time remembering what you used to do that you enjoyed, whether it's reading a book, whether it's catching up with a friend, whether it's going and doing yoga, I don't know, whatever it is, going surfing. Just start making it a priority and do it. And you might feel a bit of resistance at the beginning because you haven't done it for a while, and you might think, oh, it might be because I don't want to do it. But no, it's just because you haven't done it and it hasn't become a habit again. As a parent, we tend to forget that we actually are the most important person in the family. You probably know about the oxygen mask analogy, that you need to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on your kids. And it's exactly that. You need to prioritize yourself. That's it for today. I really hope those 5 things help you as much as they help me. Please let me know in the comments. Try it for 1 week and let me know how you go. I can't begin to explain the feeling after only doing it for 1 week. You will feel more at peace, calmer, more expanded. You will be able to actually think clearly, and you might even be able to enjoy your kids a bit more.